how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zone Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. In this video we're going to be looking at why did this person come into your life? What are the reasons you met this person or connected with them? So now it's time to choose your pile. I want you to get nice and relaxed. Feel free to pause the video here for a few moments whilst you make your choice. Use your gut instinct to lead you to the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. Okay, so let's get started with group number 1. Okay, group 1. So what I'm feeling already for you is that there's a lot of air in this reading. So your person may have strong air in their chart, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You also may have that as well. I'm also saying the sign of Virgo and the sign of Leo. So again, those signs may be prominent in yours or your person's sun, moon, rising, Mars, Venus, Mercury, north or south node. We do have the talking card there, so there's definitely something to do with intellectual stimulation, conversation. So this might be something that you really enjoy about one another. You're able to connect on that intellectual level and stimulate one another in that way. This person may have ghosted you. You could have ghosted them, but I just feel like there's been a lot of silence here. Now, it may be that this person is coming to teach you something about being in the present moment or having to wait for responses. So something to do with patience as well as coming through as to why you came together with this person. And I sense that this person may have been triggering off some insecurities and some fears within you. Fears of not being loved or fears of being rejected. Fears of being pushed out or even ghosted. We've got the talking card here and the paradise card. Interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Yeah, so there is definitely this young and playful vibe that's coming through here, especially with that strength card, the card of Leo. Leo can be very playful and likes to have a lot of fun, likes to be in the spotlight, be the center of attention and the life and soul of the party. And it does have relevance to children as well. So it may be that this person has triggered something to do with children in you, maybe thinking that you would like children or you'd like children with a person that has the same qualities as this person. But it may also be that you're trying to channel your inner child through this person. If your life seems to have felt very serious and heavy and maybe you've not had a lot of fun in your life, so maybe this person has come in to inject fun into your life and into this connection and is trying to make you see that there can be lightness as well to just having fun and letting go and not really overthinking, because I feel like with all that Virgo energy and the Hermit cards there, it just feels like there's been a lot of rumination and going back and forth and going round and round in circles in your mind. And yeah, I just feel like they're testing you, that this person is definitely testing you, and not necessarily that they are doing this consciously, but like the universe has brought them into your life to test you, to test your patience, to test how present you are, and to test if you're ready and willing and open to having fun and just letting loose. I also feel like you're going to learn a lot from one another. As I said in the beginning, with all of that intellectual stimulation and conversation that's coming through, I just feel like there's a lot of wisdom. And equally, as much as your person is coming into your life to help you in some way, you are helping them also in some way. There's always a lesson to learn on both sides. So it may be that you are learning how to let loose a little bit more, to let go, to have a little bit more fun and to take things easy and just to go with the flow. Whereas you may be helping them to work through more of the analytical matters in life or to focus more on intellectual stimulation and knowledge, okay? But yeah, and I just feel like this person is really helping you to break out of a shell that you've been in, and it's helping you to kind of put yourself out there a little bit more, be a little bit more confident with yourself, and to get into this expansive, happy, joyful energy. It may be that this person came along at a time when you felt like you wouldn't be able to be attracted to anybody else. If you'd been hurt from a previous relationship, or maybe you'd been single a long time, or maybe you felt like you wouldn't be able to feel that way about someone else again. I feel like this person came in to show you that you can be attracted to someone else, to someone new, or even that you can be attracted to someone that's a different type, especially if this person is very different from your usual type that you go for. So it's just showing you that you have more than one option in love, and the types of people that you can be surrounded by, and maybe the types of people that would be good for you. Maybe breaking out of a cycle and a pattern of the types of people you've been going for or being attracted to in the past. So I really feel like this person has come in to just open your eyes to new possibilities in love, but open your eyes to new possibilities in life in general. I feel like they're going to help to change you in more ways than one. I'm just pulling one card to see what it is that you are giving to them and bringing to them in this connection. Why did you come into their life? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups in reverse. This does feel like it's the way round that I just said, that you've come in to help them rein it in a little bit. So if they are someone that's been a bit of a party animal, or maybe they've been drinking to excess, or dating too many people, and maybe even feeling quite lonely as well. So yeah, it's like you have to bring them out of that lonely place, because even if they're out partying a lot and seeing lots of people, they can still feel lonely because they're not connecting on a deeper level with just one or a few people. It's like I'm seeing a lot of shallow energy, like they're connecting with many people, but it's not meaningful to them. So I feel like when they connect with you, it's much more meaningful, and they may not feel they need to go out and party in the same way or to socialize in the same way that they were doing before, but it's definitely something to do with socialization. Now, of course, it could be the other way around. So it could be that you're the very social one and you're helping to bring them out of their shell, okay? Just reverse the energy if that makes more sense, but definitely about someone being introverted, someone being extroverted is what I'm picking up on, is the biggest thing as to why you've come into one another's lives, so you can help to balance each other out. So I hope this resonates for you, Group 1, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading today. And if you have any more questions or you'd like a personal reading, then go to the description box below where you'll find the information on how you can book a reading with me. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, Group 2. So what I'm picking up on first is there's a lot of divine feminine energy coming through here. So I'm not sure if you're asking about a divine feminine, whether you're the divine feminine. This could be about two females, okay? Whether that's romantic, but it could be about friendship as well. Just take it how it resonates. But this is for sure revealing something about emotions here. Something about triggering emotions, but also feel like getting over someone or something here, because I feel like there was a lot of sadness in the past. And remember that this is a reciprocal energy. Not only is there a reason that this person came into your life, but there is a reason you came into theirs. It's always give and take. So reverse the energy if it makes more sense as I go along, okay? But what I'm picking up on here is this is your energy feeling like you were very down, you felt lost, okay? Felt sad, heartbreak, so much pain. So this could have been the end of another relationship, connection, friendship. It could have been a death, loss of someone very special to you. But it just feels like this has all happened in divine timing. There is a reason this person came into your life, because they were here to help to shift your perception on things. So they may have helped you through your grief, okay? Helped you to see things in a very different way. I'm also feeling there's something to do with smoke and mirrors just came through, but I'm seeing like smoke here. So I'm not sure if there's something to do with smoke, whether you smoke, whether they smoke, whether that's how you came into connection in some way, whether there was a fire, or it could be about incense or sage as well. I'm not sure why that's coming through. Maybe that's something you're doing right now. Maybe you're burning some incense or something, or lighting a candle. But I feel like there's a lot of flexibility in this reading here. Like things change very quickly. So maybe this person came into your life very quickly or suddenly. Maybe they left your life very suddenly as well. It just feels like they are a bit of a whirlwind. And maybe this was a whirlwind romance, a whirlwind friendship, and it just like came out of nowhere, then it left just as suddenly. You may still be connected here, but it just feels like it's all over the place. And air, as you can tell, it just travels. It doesn't stick in one place. It's always shifting and moving and changing. And I feel like that has some level of importance to your connection. And it may be about you learning how to be more flexible, learning to be okay with constant flux and change. Maybe that's something that you didn't like before, maybe something that you weren't used to, and you needed things to be exactly as it is, to have that structure and to have that knowing that yes, everything is happening just as I planned it. So it might be that you are, you know, quite a planner or an organizer. Of course, it could be the other person's energy. Okay, reverse it if it makes more sense. So it may be that this person has come in to call you to go with the flow a little bit more. Now we've got clock, need, time, it takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. It may feel like this is like a ticking time bomb type of connection as well. Like they could leave at any moment, or you could be done with this at any moment. Yeah, it's like, or maybe you feel like you're wanting things to progress in your own life, in your connections with this person, or just in life in general, and maybe you feel like you're running out of time as well. Okay, definitely this rushed feeling, like moving very quickly again. So it may be that this person is coming in to let you know to slow down. But we do also have here addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Okay, I was going to say has a black cat. I don't know if someone has a black cat. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this person has a black cat. Maybe you came together because of a lost pet. I know that it doesn't say anything about that there, but that was just what came through to me first. But some of you may be dealing with addictions. Yes, smoke. Like I said at the beginning, maybe some of you are smokers. So maybe that this person is coming in to help you rid yourself of that addiction. But it also might be that this person comes in to trigger those addictions as well. Okay, if they've caused you any pain or distress, and maybe it's something that you're learning about yourself, like how do you handle times of grief and sadness? Because a lot of the times the things that we choose to do to celebrate, we also choose when we are feeling very sad and lost. It may be that you light up a cigarette, or you have a glass of wine, or a big bar of chocolate or something. You have that when you celebrate, but then do you choose those things when you are sad as well, when you're grieving, when you feel lost, when you feel sad? And it may be that there's a level of needing to differentiate the two different feelings and working through those addictions, obsessions as well. Anything that is done in an obsessive way is a level of disconnecting from reality. And for some of you, you may have been in a controlling relationship, one that was very possessive, and whether you were the one that was possessive over someone or this person was obsessive over you. But it wasn't healthy, whatever this was. It wasn't reciprocal, give and take. A lot of things that happened and occurred through this connection was due to insecurity and not feeling like you could trust a situation or trust a person, and then leaning on addictive behaviors. So these can be addictive behaviors towards a person as well. It doesn't have to be an external substance. But if you are obsessed about a specific person or connection, then that can also become an addiction. An addiction is anything that you do to excess, that you don't feel you have control of. Just feel like this person is either coming in to help you through those addictions, or they're coming to trigger you. But either way, it is definitely going to help you in the long run. It may be that this person has like a really beautiful exterior as well, because we are walking in beauty. There's something here, and like I said, with all that feminine energy, I just feel like there's something very physical and in the superficial beauty, right? So it may even be that this person comes in and they're the most beautiful looking person, male, female, doesn't matter, but they trigger something on a soul level with you. So it may be that you felt drawn in by this person and their looks, but it was actually what's within them that's triggered a bigger change within you that you weren't expecting. It may be that you were only attracted to them initially because of how they looked, but it was what was going on underneath is the real reason that you needed to connect. So again, that smoke and mirrors keeps coming through, like this facade, like someone that looks, yeah, very conventionally attractive. Okay, and it's not that they don't have a good heart within. They were able to attract you into their life, but you may not have given them a second glance if they didn't look the way that they did. So beauty might be something that's very important to you, physical beauty. So that might be within yourself or in your perfect partner. Again, that could have been their energy that was attracted to you and your physical beauty. And something to do with your eyes. And your eyes specifically, I feel like your eyes are very intense, and I'm seeing the color blue very vividly. Now that's only going to apply to, of course, a few people, but I just feel like there's something to do with this like deep blue, like ocean, like as deep as the ocean, and something very mysterious and alluring about your gaze, maybe, that drew them in. It might have been something that they complimented you about here. Also seeing jewelry, so I don't know if any of you work with jewelry or whether this person gave you some jewelry. There was some connection, or there's a lost piece of jewelry they helped you to find. Maybe you work in the beauty and health industry, or maybe they do, and that again might have been how you connected here. And you may have gone on lots of walks as well, maybe around dusk or or dawn, and seeing the beautiful sunrise or the sunset together. And I get the feeling like they may have helped you to see the beauty in other things, the inner beauty, but also the beauty in the exterior, in the world. I'm just seeing something to do with like being outdoors and seeing the beauty that is outdoors. So again, even though there's the superficial level of beauty, there is the inner and depth of beauty that's coming through here. Yeah, and something to do with the heart chakra and the emotions. I am seeing the signs Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio come through, but of course Aquarius, Libra, Gemini with that air energy. But of course it could be any sign. Yeah, but it just feels like there's something red hot, like either the passion was red hot for one another. And if this is a romantic connection, I feel like it's very sensual and yeah, something to do with all of the senses, the six senses. But ultimately, I really feel like this person came in to help you heal, to help you grieve, or to help you move on, to help you see that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that there are other options for you, that you can fall in love with someone else, that you can get over this heartbreak and sadness, that you are able to rid yourself of addictions, or even just becoming aware of those things. That sometimes all we need initially is the awareness of where we are, awareness of the obsessions or addictions, or the desires that we want in our lives. Sometimes we just need a wake-up call. So I feel like this person is definitely your wake-up call in those ways. And lastly, I'm just going to pull one card to see what impact you are having on their life. Why did you come into their life? Just to make it balanced and fair. Okay, wow. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords, which is, I don't know, that's backstabbing energy. That's a lot of pain. Okay, so yeah, it might be that you've come in to trigger something within them. For some of you, this could have been a third party situation. So whether you are aware that you're involved in that or not, it might not be a specific person there because they're swords. So swords represent thoughts. Okay, so this could be about the intrusive thoughts, the addictions, the obsession. It may be that thoughts have come in between the two of you. But yeah, this is something that's pretty big. So whether they're the ones that broke your heart, okay, or whether you broke their heart, or someone else that was involved in this got hurt, yeah, I just feel like you're both here to trigger something pretty deep. And it may be that you have to experience this love triangle situation, or a situation where someone else or something, thoughts, words, whatever that might be, is involved here. But it does seem that you're both triggering pretty deep things within one another. It may be about temptation as well. Like maybe you came into their life to tempt them and to test them as to whether they're able to resist you. And if they weren't able to resist you, then that's something to do with their own self-control as well. And it's helping to bring that awareness to them, to light, that either they're able to do that, they're able to be the betrayer, okay? Or be involved in a situation that is hurting someone, okay? Whether that's you themselves or a third party. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of soul triggering going on. But sometimes with the greatest pain comes the greatest breakthroughs. So you definitely are both meant to break through with one another, and it's not going to be easy, but I feel like it's necessary for you both to evolve on a soul level individually. I hope that this resonates for you, group 2, and if it does, please let me know down in the comments below, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you have any further questions or you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the information to my website Shopify account, so feel free to book a reading on over there. Okay, have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, and then group number 3. So I'm seeing a lot of earth signs here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you may resonate with those signs. Your person may resonate with those signs in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, north or south node. But I'm seeing something to do with rejection here. And it could be financial losses for some of you, but it's a feeling of being left out in the cold. So there's definitely something surrounding the energy of being left out, being rejected in some way, and feeling quite hurt by that and feeling very lost. We've got karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So this is appearing to be a karmic relationship where you are meant to come together to teach each other a big lesson. And it may be that you come together in each life to teach each other a lesson. And depending on whether you learn that lesson now will depend upon whether you will have to learn that lesson again in your next life. The more you learn in this life, I mean, this is if you believe in other lives, of course, but if you do, the more that you evolve and grow in this life, the less you will have to in the next. Some lessons you may need to go over and over again. And maybe some of you feel like you have to learn the hard way at times. And maybe this person's coming in to say, you don't have to learn the hard way every time. You can also take the easy route. But we do have seduction there, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So this could be a love triangle situation. It could be a work affair, okay? So whether this is going on currently or this was past energy between the two of you, yeah, it feels like, yeah, either you met each other at work or through financial matters. And it could be that one of you was attached at the time, okay? But this could be current energy as well. And yeah, I feel like there was a lot to do with temptation and learning how to say no. That's one of the first things that's coming through here. But I'm getting the sense that you've had lots of different opportunities or offers. So it may be that your person has come in to help to trigger that off within you, that you have multiple choices, but which one are you going to choose? And are you going to make the right choice for your highest good? Because we've got that direction, guardian, choose your path. And then we have offerings. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, again, whether this is now the current energy with this person or whether you're asking about someone from your past, I just feel like at the time in which you met them, there was more than one. So maybe you had multiple people that were offering you something or asking you for a romantic connection, for a friendship, whatever it might be for you. And yeah, maybe you chose the path and you gave in to temptation and gave in to the one that you wanted the most, but didn't feel that it was necessarily the right choice. So there may have been another choice for you, but at the same time, there's a reason why you chose that person or why you went with that person, because you needed to learn a big lesson. And I don't feel like you would have learned that lesson unless you had connected with this person. We've got lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So yeah, I feel like you really are going to reap the rewards of this relationship or connection between you and this person, that you are meant to come in and you are meant to grow, and not just on a soul level, but I feel like maybe in a physical sense, it may be something to do with your job or money. So maybe this person came in and they made you see your job in a different way, or your career. For some of you, you may have been let go of where you were working, if you were involved in a situation and then you got caught, or maybe you decided to leave, okay, because you felt rejected by this person. Maybe you changed industries completely. But I just feel like there's something to do with changing a path, and you may not have attributed it to this person initially. Maybe you are aware of that now, but I feel like there's something to do with you not really quite seeing the reason behind this person coming in, and to do with your work or to do with physical matters. It can also be about health as well. So it may be that you've discovered something about your own health that maybe you didn't realize before. But also look at all those animals there in the direction, Guardian. So maybe something to do with animals as well. Maybe you connected because of a mutual love for animals and nature. And then we've got Stonehenge over there. So maybe that's somewhere that you went together and visited. Sorry, I nearly fell over then. That's really weird. Maybe one of you tripped up. And that's how you connected. You dropped your glove and they picked it up. That's an old like 20s song. Actually is, or 20s, I don't know, but it's like a drop me glove, a do. I know that is probably such an old analogy, but yeah, I mean it still works today, right? So yeah, and something to do with building as well. So something to do with structure and buildings. So maybe they are a builder, maybe you work in that place. Something to do with stone. Maybe you felt stone-walled by them as well. But I also feel like this was an offering. This person came in and maybe they offered you something. But I feel like they've come in and offered themselves to you, which again has helped you to grow. But I do feel like you've had to let go of this person, or they had to let go of you. Okay, and it just feels like this was very deep and cutting for you, and it may have felt like a lot of fun at first, and there was a lot of attraction going on here. But I really do feel like this has evolved, or this will evolve, because if you're still involved in this connection now, just know that it may get a little harder at first, but then things will get better and easier, because you are meant to experience this. You are meant to meet this person and connect and go through this rejection, or to feel like you've made the wrong choice, or to have a regret. Because sometimes making that really wrong choice, we think, I really do regret that. And it would hopefully cause you to never make that mistake again, okay? This is no judgment, just observation. Now, everyone has their own opinions on regrets, and it depends on your view on that, of course. You may feel like no regret, there's no point in having any regrets because you'll learn from them all, which is true. But at the same time, if you don't regret a certain decision or think, okay, I might regret it, I mean, I can't go back and change it, but at least I will not do that again. Whereas if you're in the mindset of, oh, I don't care and I do it again in a heartbeat, then you haven't learned the lesson. Okay, it's like you made the choice, you made your bed, you now you got to lie in it, right? So, but I do feel like you have learned from it, or you will learn from it. And then you're going to enjoy the growth and you're going to reap the rewards, because you are going to make changes to your physical surroundings, and whether that's your home, like I said, or your job or your health. But there's definitely going to be something triggered when it comes to health, finances, the home life, and maybe even family, possibly pets as well. It may be that you've got a pet together, and you know that's changed your perception on things. Or maybe they had a pet and maybe you were afraid, they had a bird or something and you were afraid of birds, and when you came together with them, you no longer were afraid. Okay, and it may be as well that you're no longer afraid of getting into a relationship, because you may feel like, do you know what, I've been burned pretty badly here, but you know it's never going to be as bad as that. Or I'm going to evaluate the choices that I have and what is being offered to me. I don't have to take everything that is offered just because it is offered. So I'm just going to look at what you're bringing into their life. Why did you come into their life? Because it's got to be balanced and fair. Because as well as you bringing things to their life, you have to bring things to theirs. Okay, especially with this being a karmic relationship. Okay, so why did you come into their life? What did they need to heal or go through before meeting you? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups, emotions, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So yeah, something to do with their emotions and expressing them, because here in this Nine of Cups shows that this person feels very deeply, but they're not good at expressing it, or they weren't very good at opening up and expressing themselves. So I do feel like that's something that they needed to learn before they met you. And after meeting you, they realized there's no time to waste anymore. And if I feel this way about someone, I'm just going to say it, and I'm just going to get this off my chest. And I'm going to connect more with my emotions here. because I see a lot of self-soothing going on as well with this person. A lot of the time people think when people have their arms crossed it's defensive, and yeah, it can be in some instances, but it's actually a self-soothing behavior, holding on to oneself. And you know, if you notice that someone's rubbing their hands sort of by touching oneself and almost giving themselves a hug here. Okay, so there's some anxiety that I'm picking up with this person, and maybe anxiety when it comes to their own emotions, and maybe they feel them, but maybe they were told to not express them as a child. Maybe they were told to push them down, or maybe they felt a certain way. Again, if this was a third party connection and they felt that they had feelings for you, maybe they spent too long in not saying or opening up about that because of a situation. But definitely something to do with them being more authentic with their emotional selves. Okay, so I do hope that this resonates for you, group 3. And if it does, please let me know down in the comments below. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you do have any further questions or you'd like a personal reading, go to the description box below and you'll find the link to my website Shopify, where you can book a personal reading with me. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.